Welcome back. This is M-Dog, and we are checking out bottom fishing here in Call of the Wild, the Angler. As you likely know, the Angler came out back in 2022, and right at the end of 2023, I think it was the December update, they introduced a bunch of changes. And one of the new additions to the game was bottom fishing. So not that long ago, here it is March in 24. So I'm just getting around to testing bottom fishing just to see what they've got going on, what it's like. If you want to see more the Angler content, I am currently working on at least a short series where I have started afresh and seeing in, a year and a half since the last time I played it, how much has changed, or just kind of how far the game has come in a year and a half since it first released. So you can find those videos here on my channel moving forward over the next couple weeks. According to when you watch this, that first episode may or may not be available. But this video here is all about bottom fishing. So right here on this board, you'll notice that we are in the starter village or outpost. This is the Diamond's Peak outpost. And where you can accept missions, you'll see a little poster where you can hold down E if you're playing on keyboard mouse. On a controller, you hold down whatever it is you hold down to accept quests. Maybe X, I'm not sure. Anyway, once you accept the quest, you should be able to go to Journal, and if you look at tutorial missions, you'll see the bottom fishing tutorial. So we're going to go ahead and track this mission now. I actually already accepted it right before starting the record this video, but once again, this is where it's at right here. So once you accept the quest, they put the new equipment in your inventory. If your inventory is full, check the storage here at the store, the fishing tackle store.
Hello there. It's never too late for a good bargain, unless you miss it, which in this case you might.
Take you to your storage and you can actually find it there. Now, I'm going to go to feeder, and we do have the feeder rod in our inventory, so we should be okay. And we are now instructed to create a bottom rig. So if you go to your backpack, if you hit I, go to your inventory, and then hit the rods tab here at the top, we'll get the introduction to bottom fishing. And that's all we're going to do in this video. This should not be a very long video. I think, usually these tutorial missions just take you to one, maybe two spots, introduce this type of fishing. I just wanted to see what is bottom fishing like in this game, because I have no idea yet. I have not seen anything that suggests that we're going to be able to fish with more than one rod. And if that's the case, that's just a real bummer to me, because that's part of, I think, the fun of bottom fishing. But we'll see. Let's see what it's like. A bottom fishing rig consists of a feeder rod, spinning reel, line, sinker, hook, and a piece of bait. So no mention of ground bait, PVA, anything like that. Select an equipment slot and choose the bottom fishing rig style to get started. Okay, so we're going to choose number 1. We're going to select bottom fishing rig. We choose the foundation is the name of the rod we're going to be using. We'll throw the Kriya on there. We actually could get a much stronger reel. 150. We could go up to 6. So why don't we go here and actually detach this, and we'll put the Tyro, which at least goes to 2 kilos on there, and we'll use the 2 kilo fluorocarbon line, a 56 gram iron sinker. I have no idea what hook size they're wanting us to use. We'll throw on there 9 for now, and just for fun we'll put corn on there, although again I'm not sure. It's recommended to bring size 9 hook, corn, and natural boilies on the trip if they're not already in your tackle box. Well, let's check. Let's go to rods, click on this rig. We do have 9. Let's make sure we've got some boilies, natural boilies. Okay, we've got everything. Okay, so where does it want us to go? It says go to the marked location. Okay, this way. It's only 170 meters, so
Come back soon.
we'll take a little hike here on foot. No need to get out the car just to go to 170 meters. So, we could put a little stronger reel on here. Hopefully what we catch isn't going to be too big for us to bring in with the equipment we have. I guess if it is, we'll have to go back and see if we can address that, but I bet it won't be. Okay, bottom fishing rigs have a light, flexible end called a quiver tip. This is what you'll be looking at for bite indications. If a fish is nibbling at the bait, you'll see a short, sharp movement at the tip. When a fish is biting, the tip will bend even more. Be sure to keep the rod at an angle to your cast, under just enough tension to give a slight bend. Be careful not to get too excited, though. The natural ebb and flow of the water current will cause some tip movement too. Go to the marked location. Yellow perch can be caught using a size 9 hook and corn bait. Okay. Let's just cast this out here. We have a size 9 hook, and we're using corn bait. Let's focus in on our tip up there, and let's see if we can find ourselves a yellow perch. It is nighttime, which may slow us down a little bit, actually. I hope that does not ruin our ability to do this. So there's a little nibble, it looks like. Couple nibbles. I wonder if it's gonna... Oh, yep. I was just about to say, I wonder if it's gonna tell us strike like it does when we're float fishing. Or I guess any kind of fishing in this game really probably does. Alright, this is a very small perch, if that's what it is. Let's just pull this sucker in. Very tiny.
Buck, I'll be down at the Emerald Lake Plateau outpost in a flash if you need me. See you there.
So there's a bronze yellow perch caught on the corn. 11 score. First fish caught bottom fishing. That's kind of cool. Nicely done. While bottom fishing, moving the bait around will make it progressively less effective. So it's best to cast as accurately as you can. Makes it progressively less effective to move the bait. Okay. Alright, go to the marked location. How do I get out of multiplayer? It says multiplayer off. Maybe that needs to be off too? That's weird that it had me in multiplayer at all, because I already had it turned off, I think, while working on the videos I've been working on. But okay, looks like it's taking us to another marked location. We'll see what we're fishing for here. I assume we're going to be using the boilies, since it mentioned bringing the boilies out on this trip. Next up, let's try something different. Shovel-nosed sturgeon love to lurk, but they're not so keen on corn. It'll be more effective as it sits on the bottom, but less effective if repeatedly retrieved after it has settled. Okay, so I'm assuming we want to be put natural boilies. Yep. Now, it's a little scary because I would say if we catch a small sturgeon, we're okay. We don't want a big sturgeon here, though. Not with this reel. And based on what it keeps telling us, we just want to let it sit. There it is, 10.3 meters down. Let's take our bail, by hitting Z, let's take our bail down to 35%. And let's just watch and see the bite comes. So this is our second fish in this bottom fishing tutorial. I wonder if there'll be more to it or if this will be it. Alright, we're about to find out on this sturgeon though. Okay. It's gotta be tiny. I'm not even convinced it's a sturgeon. I mean, it's like a micro sturgeon if it's a sturgeon. We've got our drag up to 65%. And it's still not leaving the white, so this is a very small fish, I would say. Oh, it is a little juvenile sturgeon, though. 133 score. Got some credits. Yeah, we can do better than that. But remember, our size hook is 9. Really small hook. So we get a little stronger reel. And we come out here with a bigger hook. This could be fun. It could be interesting going for these little sturgeon. All right, well done. You should now have everything you need to go try bottom fishing various locations across the reserves. So we have completed the bottom fishing tutorial. So there you have it. Very cool. I didn't know it was going to be that short, but I'm also okay with that. Just wanted to get a sample of what bottom fishing was going to be like. If you'd like to see more bottom fishing, or just more gameplay on the angler in general, if you're like me, maybe you haven't played since this first came out back at the end of August in 2022, or maybe you haven't played at all. So if you'd like to see more, I will have some additional videos, more like, hour-long videos of doing a sort of a reset, seeing what leveling is like, playing this reserve, but also I'm planning on this short series I'm doing, checking out the other 2 reserves, which I've never fished at either one. So there's 2 maps available in this game that I've never seen at all. So if you'd like to see some of that, come on back and check out some of the other angler content that's coming your way. If you're into RF4, plenty of RF4 content coming your way. If you're into Fishing Planet, a little bit of Fishing Planet content coming your way. And I'm also trying to branch out. I really want to start finding some time to do especially content around digital versions of board games. I really love board games. I've been playing a lot of board games in person lately. And I've realized how many of my favorite games and some of the most well-known games have made their way at this point onto Steam, digital versions of them. So it at least gives me a chance to play and talk about some of these games in the digital format and sort of reflect back to how fun they are in the physical format. So there's a little catch up on some of what I've got going on. As always, thank you for being here and for all your support. Tight lines, and I will see you again soon. Peace out.